Polygon, about 140 miles southwest of Omaha. There are 9 temple complexes on this hill. They are popularly known as temples. One of them, Kabuto, is located on the peak of this hill. This is the story about the construction of the temple complex there.
During the latter part of the 16th century, when King Akbar, the great Mughal king, was ruling over India, there was a businessman named Savchand in the town of Varkali in Saurashtra state. He owned a very large business. He had a fleet of ships that used to transport goods to far-off places, such as Indonesia. During voyages, they would buy merchandise at one place and sell them at another for a profit.
Once, a fleet of 12 ships set sail with valuable merchandise. After selling this merchandise at a foreign port, they were returning with valuable foreign merchandise. On their way back, the fleet encountered a heavy storm and had to leave.
Meanwhile, a monsoon set in, and the fleet was stranded on the island for a couple of months. Because the ships did not come back for a long time, Savchand shipping agents made all the possible efforts to locate them.
Oh no, this is a huge loss to me. I have invested a significant amount of money in the ship, and I was expecting a very handsome return when the ships got back by selling its merchandise. Oh no.
With the loss of these ships, sir, you'll face a huge shortage of funds, and it will be hard for you to pay back your creditors.
As the news about the loss of the ship spread, people started talking about how Savchand had lost almost everything and that his creditors needed to write off their dues. In order for their dues to be realized, the creditors immediately started presenting their claims.
Oh no, what will I do? I am honestly poor. I must pay everybody back. If I don't pay them back now, I'll have to pay them back in my next life. I will pay everyone back with as much as I can.
We want our money.
Yes, I understand. I'm doing my best to pay you all.
One of the creditors was a prince of Mongol, a place not far from Varkali. He had deposited 100,000 rupees in Savchand's firm. This was a substantial amount because 1 rupee at that time would equal 100 rupees today.
About the loss of the ship. I would like to repay my deposit. I would like you to repay my deposit right now.
Dear Prince, I cannot raise such a large amount of money so quickly. May I ask you to wait until I can get the money, please?
No, I want to have it immediately.
Thus, the credit of Savchand was at stake. In order to maintain his credit, he had to arrange some way to pay the prince.
At that time, there was a businessman named Savchand in the city of Omaha. Savchand did not have any strong connection with him, but he heard Savchand's firm and knew Savchand to be a very noble gentleman.
The idea, therefore, occurred to him to satisfy the prince by giving him a promissory note payable to Savchand's firm. As the prince was agreeable to this mode of payment, Savchand wrote a promissory note payable to Savchand without Savchand's permission.
Since he had no right to write this, he was overcome with sadness and guilt while preparing, and tears began to roll down his eyes. A few drops of his tears fell on the document and sneered to the promissory note. Then, with a very harsh, Savchand handed the note to the prince and requested him to cash it with Savchand's firm.
Here, please take this note and cash it with Savchand's firm.
Thank you very much.
The prince did not intend to lose any time. He immediately proceeded towards Ahmedabad, and upon arriving there, presented the promissory note to Savchand's firm.
Savchand, I would like to use that as the cash for
Okay, please wait here and fill out the accountants to find your account.
We can't find any account in Savchand's name. He has no trade connections with our firms.
The accountant then went to Savchand's office to report this incident.
I received a bill of exchange from Savchand, but we cannot honor it since he has no
sheer desperation.
Savchand trusted me, but I didn't know. I need to reciprocate. What good is my love? I cannot explain a helping hand to a gentle man in distress. I'm going to honor him.
I'm confused. Which account should we take the money from?
Take it from my personal account and pay it to the prince.
The note was accordingly accepted, and the amount was paid to the prince. He did not actually need the amount, and had asked for the payment because of his doubt about the financial stability of Savchand. When the note was honored, he felt reassured about Savchand's credibility.
The prince returned to Savchand to tell him the news.
I should not insist on getting my money back. I came here to tell you that I got my money from Savchand, and I will return home.
What a surprise! I'm so grateful to Savchand for what he did. His act of grace was so kind.
At the end of monsoon, the ships returned home and safely returned with the merchandise. Savchand was pleased. He could make a real fortune by selling the merchandise, and his prestige rose even higher than it was before the loss of the ships.
It was now time for him to pay back Savchand. For that purpose, he personally went on the road.
Hello, I'm here to repay my debt. Thank you. Here's 100,000 rupees with interest.
I cannot accept it because I cannot accept it.
How? That's not right. I have given you have honored my bill, but you didn't need to. And yet you are still not going to accept my money.
I brought bills of tears. And took our work for 100,000. And he paid me 100,000, so I told you 100,000.
No, I cannot accept that. Please accept this money. You have honored my bill, and now I'm giving you any amount of money that you want, and you are still not accepting it.
As Savchand repeatedly insisted on repaying the amount of his bill, Savchand explained that he was unable to accept the amount because his books did not show any debt from Savchand. And in this way, he was right, because the payment to the prince of 100,000 rupees was netted to his personal account, not Savchand's.
In Ramayana, there was an interesting event where neither Ram nor Rama willing to accept and the aspects of the occupied. A similar dispute rose between Savchand and Somchand. Both of them offered a high payment to each other. Neither of them was willing to accept it. Savchand continued to insist on Somchand to accept the amount of gold. The latter not only declined but also insisted Savchand accept another 100,000 rupees. At last, it was decided to refer the matter to the mediation of the sum.
As the heads of the Ahmedabad Sanghi came together and held a discussion with both of them, after hearing them patiently, the Sanghi concluded that since neither of them was ready to accept the offer offered by the other, the money should be put to a noble cause.
Yes, I can agree to that. Here, and I'll add some more money too.
I agree too. Let's construct a temple at Savchand.
Accordingly, the construction was undertaken in England. After completion, the